Welcome back to Zwartkops Raceway. It's Human Rights Day and it's your right to go to racing on a public holiday. You don't get better than the Extreme Festival, and you can see there's action on and off the track all the time. And down at Aces Cafe, they're all getting ready to watch the Bridgestone Challenge. The first time that we've got Bridgestone on board this year with the Challenge category, and this brunch run class originally has now been taken over and shown the way, because there's such improvements coming out of all the riders in this category. Keep an eye on the front end. You've got Wayne Spicer, Peter Grobler, Leon van den Berg and Keith Agliotti, the top four in the qualifying sessions. And there's some top lady riders involved there as well. Anya Tom-Suden on the Milwaukee Racing R6. Lights out. Oh, a couple of guys getting stuck on the line there, not getting the starts they wanted, but the rest of the field head down there. Can you believe it? Nearly 40 motorcycles heading into turn one. This is what it's all about. Great to see as they come under braking into turn two now. Hopefully all going to stay upright. Looks like they are. Leon van den Berg lost out big time there on the start, and he's going to have to do some work to close on the back end of Spicer, Agliotti and Grobler. Looking back here, look at that. Mike McSkimming fighting on a little katana. That's a 1980s machine, and McSkimming having a little bit of fun on his classic motorcycle as they come through turn three. Thanks, Nicholas Gertenbach, for those great shots from the West Side Motorcycles Honda Fireblade. So the rest of the field start to sort things out now. Well, try and sort things out. Look at that. They're chopping and changing right through the field. It's almost 4x4 into turn four. At the front end, it's all about Spicer. He's trying to get away from the rest of this field. And it's a great start out of Agliotti as well. Agliotti leading the pack at this stage and heading into the first lap to be completed. It's so great to see all these guys fighting hard. Halfway through the pack there as well, picked up on Conrad Clark. You also got Austin Olivier, one of our top runners and the top 600cc runner at this stage on his No Rules Triumph 675 Daytona. Across the line they go. Great start to the race. Unfortunately, not such a good start there for number 136. Dion De Beer didn't get it quite right. Down into turn number 5. Down into turn 2 come the rest of the pack. And they're starting to close in on the back end of Agliotti. Nice move there from Leon van den Berg, making up ground. Remember, he was our pole man. So he's going to have to do some work now to get back to the front end. In the mid-pack, the battles are starting to rage. Anya Tom-Suden under attack there. Great shot coming out of Henny Swanepoel as they come through, trying to find a way through on the inside. Oh, it's tight. Very, very close between the two of them through turn 3 there. This is what it's all about. Henny Swanepoel, of course, on the four-ways motorcycles, Kawasaki ZX-10. There's another ZX-10 in full flight there. Wayne Spicer trying to close down on the top 3, but they're getting away from him now. Spicer losing a little bit of ground. He's going to have to do some work to close in and possibly get past and stay on the podium. Class A leads out in the front end. We've got a master in there as well. Peter Blackman just behind them. Austin Olivier doing a great job on the 675. Johan Nokier in there as well from the four-ways flyers. He's also on a brand new machine, stepping from that Z1000 last year onto a ZX10 this time. So the naked bike has been put aside for a big ZX10 that he's modified ever so slightly, and it seems to be working well for him. Look at how they just come through G&H Transport Corner almost 3x3. Eventually slotting line astern, heading down into turn 1. Oh, look at that big move on the inside there. Tavares having a look around the outside and trying to find a way through. Now they come under braking. Oh, it's very, very close. Peter Clark under attack. 78 up there. Of course, Tavares looking for a way and has not found it just yet. Conrad Clark up there as well. But further back, we've got some interesting little battles to watch out for. Todd Puckett fighting with Chris Kretzen. And those two going at it all the way. Oh, eventually, a move on the inside from the number 69 bike moving through. And now up into the lead. Agliotti seems to have lost a little bit of ground. In fact, coming up on the back markers, he's now under attack. Having a look on the inside. A big move there from the 90 bike. Wayne Spicer and, of course, Peter Grobler starting to attack onto our original leader. And Keith Agliotti on his Fireblade seems to be in trouble. Spicer now looking for a way through. Already we've seen a move from Grobler. He's now moved up one. Can he find a way to get to the lead? That's the gap he's got to try and make up. Van den Berg just ahead of Grobler. Behind them is another little battle that we're going to have to keep an eye on, because I think Spicer might have a little bit extra left in the tank to go at it. Remember, all of these guys are going to have to be very wary about going into the sub-10 category here. Most of the top 5, in fact the top 8 riders have all gone into the 109 bracket, so potentially going to be bumped up into the sub-10 category for the next round of racing. Let's see what happens at the end of this one. Flying through turn 1. Mid-pack battles continue. Ooh! How close was that? Simon Bucine running the Milwaukee rider off, and Anya Tom-Suden, well held, young lady. Sure we. She's not happy about that. Bucine is going to have a little chat from the Milwaukee racing team after that maneuver. Simon got it all wrong through turn number 1, and fortunately, Anya Tom able to keep it upright. Not a lot of riders would have been able to do that, particularly through that little section. But hats off to the young lady, doing an incredible job to stay upright and get back onto the black stuff. Change up for the lead. Oh, Van den Berg's got a problem. Vandenberg is under threat here. Look at that, coming up into the back markers, and looks like it could be a change for the lead. Yes, it is. 91 has hit the front. Krobler now leads out. Vandenberg trying to come back at him. Leon Vandenberg having a big look, but now Spicer's in there as well. Wayne Spicer could spoil the day here for Vandenberg. Remember, he's on the GSXR 750. That little Suzuki having to work hard in amongst these big thousands. They come out of Kenwood through Mix FM corner now, down onto the braking markers. Leon Vandenberg is slowly but surely being closed down by Wayne Spicer. Keith Agliotti not too far off the back end, hasn't quite lost the ground that I thought he might, but he's definitely battling here down into the last couple of laps. Back on board as we fly through here. Great job. And I can tell you something, Henny Swanepoel. Oh, that was very close. Swanepoel coming side by side there with Ian Thomas, I think. And the two of them got extremely close. A little bit of rubbing between the elbows there. Change up for second. I thought Spicer might get through, and he's done that. So it's 91, 90, and 69, the top three. There they go through Kenwood. Flicking over into Mix FM. I think Krobler's going to hang on. Wayne Spicer will probably do the same, and Leon Vandenberg is going to have to settle for third. He doesn't have that extra squirt from the 750 to get the 2000s into the last turn. Look at how tight it is. The checkered flag is out. Very close between the top three. Agliotti just on their tail, but all four of those bikes could be in a little bit of problems for going under the 1 minute 10 bracket. Peter Clark comes through for fifth ahead of Jordan or Agliotti, and then it's Peter Blackman in seventh place. Great ride from Nokia in 9th place in the 4Ways Flyers, and right down there in 13th, Bridges Senior. Henny Swanepoel in the 4Ways Flyers in 14th, but we caught up with our first place man, Peter Krobler.
Young, it was hard. I'm all the way from Namibia. It's a hard track here, but I had a great team behind me, and the knowledge that guys gave me, I can't describe it. The Vanbrodas, they taught me a lot, and the bike they gave me is one of the best bikes. I enjoy it a lot. It's fun riding here in South Africa. The people here are the best, and I enjoyed myself a lot today. It was lekker.